One day, Chloe decided to float away. She had decided that she no longer wanted to stay on the ground as everyone kept telling her to do. She was so decided that she even told Bunny as much. Bunny, I will no longer stay on the ground, trapped and bored. I refuse. Everyone would say to her, Chloe, be sensible. Chloe, settle down. Chloe, sit down. Stop jumping so high. Sit quietly. Chloe, be still. Chloe, stay on the ground. Whenever Chloe tried to stay on the ground, she would feel slightly bored, a little sad inside, and sometimes even trapped. Chloe didn't like those feelings, so she simply decided to stop feeling them. To do this, she needed to float. Bunny, I'm going to float and follow my dreams, and you, Bunny, are coming with me, she said sternly. So Chloe and Bunny fished out her favorite red balloon and began to fill the balloon with air. It was very difficult to blow the balloon up. After all, it was very big, very round, and a very red balloon. Even though it was hard to fill the balloon, Chloe would not give up. Bunny was right there by her side, helping her. They blew, blew, and blew, and with each breath the balloon got bigger and bigger and bigger. Chloe knew that soon she would be able to float, that she would stop feeling the feelings that she did not like to feel. She would float away, and that would be that. They had done it. Finally, the balloon was ready. Chloe and Bunny knew that this balloon was special, and that when you filled it up with as much air as it could take, it would float anyone who held on tight enough as far as they wanted to go, and as far as their dreams could take them. So they began. Chloe grabbed the balloon first. Then came Bunny, who used his hind legs to hop as high as he could and catch the tail of the balloon string. They both held on tightly, and the balloon began to float. It floated up and up and up and carried them away. Chloe's dream was coming true. She was finally floating. Chloe felt light. She felt excited. And most of all, she felt free. She smiled down at Bunny, and Bunny smiled back at her. They had done it. No more sitting still, staying on the ground, and sitting quietly. They were done with all of that. They floated up and up and up. They floated through the clouds and felt so free and alive. The air was so fresh and cool, and it blew gently underneath their arms and paws. As time went on, and as they floated, Chloe noticed that her arm started to hurt a little bit. She looked down at Bunny, and she could tell that his paws were starting to feel uncomfortable too. Their smile started to waver a little bit. Discomfort they felt. The higher she floated, the more Chloe started to wish that she could put her feet down on the ground for just a moment so she could relax her arm. The cool breeze that had blown ever so gently when they first started to float had now become cold, and the skin under her arms was slightly chafed. And she felt so badly for Bunny. She was sure he was cold and that his hind legs were aching, but like a good friend, he did not complain. All of a sudden, she missed everyone and everything down on the ground. She missed her mother and her father. She missed her brother and her sister. And she missed her books. On top of all that, she felt awful that she had dragged Bunny along with her and when he was clearly in so much pain. Just then, the balloon started to slowly deflate and the air seemed to slowly escape from the balloon. The balloon began to change direction. Slowly but surely, the balloon gently brought Chloe and Bunny back down to the ground. When they landed, Chloe felt so very relieved. She was truly glad to feel her feet on the ground. Bunny felt the same way. He did have fun spending the day with Chloe floating in there, but he couldn't wait to get back to his warren and to rest his tired paws. As Chloe curled up that evening, she remembered everything that had happened that day, and she realized that although she loved to float high in the sky and feel free, that sometimes it felt so very good to rest and have your feet firmly on the ground.